Hey you guys, it's Klaireeberry and I'm here today to bring to you, we're going to do a divine masculine and feminine reading. Just kind of get in here. I've been seeing so many similarities lately between the divine and masculine and feminine readings. They're very on the same level, it feels like. Okay, welcome. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates. Courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. This is not a time to be a doormat. If you haven't gathered that, not a time to be a doormat. You got to stick up for yourself here. You got to stick up for, what you believe in, And the best way that you can do that isn't necessarily going around doing the rah, 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 yelling at people, trying to get them to, listen to your message. It's kind of this lead by example, The courage to make real change yourself is really what's going to motivate people. True leaders lead best by example. Okay? That's why we do the inner work ourselves. That's why we don't shy away from doing this work. We know we can help other people after we do this work. We're not just doing this work to help ourselves. Okay, we get the North Node in reverse. Step out of your comfort zone. This is not a time for comfort zones. This is a time for growth, movement, action. Okay? Lots and lots and lots going on. Okay. Take some overlying energy. Grab something from over here. Yeah. Something up the wrong way. Hold on just a sec. Okay. So this is the underlying energy of what has been going on lately, okay? We are realizing the power that we yield, okay? We are realizing the power of the emotions, okay? I think a lot of us are realizing how, oh gosh, I really did attract that to myself now, didn't I? If fear has been coming up lately quite a bit. And I think it's a time where people kind of learn, oh yeah, we tend to attract what we fear. We fear that we're not good enough. We fear that, we'll never feel that connection. We'll never have somebody who will have our back. Okay, don't be led by your fear. Do not act out of that place. Got to go deeper, okay? You've got to feel that connection out within. It's always about the connection within. If you want to manipulate the exterior of your life, go within. The inside, the intuition, okay? The inner work, okay? Especially the inner healing that we do. I think that a lot of people are afraid. Even the way that I said, oh, the shadow work is so light and so easy and just do it. It's like people think, they've done some work. This is huge underlying right now, guys. People think they're doing work and that, okay, now that I've done some work, why am I not seeing my person do some work? Okay, what you're doing is doing internal work, having a couple of realizations, and then expecting that everything's going to be changed. This is not a magic pill situation. This is not do a little bit of work and then everything's going to magically just fall into place and you'll never have to think about any of this again. You can just go on that life that, that you wanted. No, we're cutting all of the superficial out of our lives. All of it. All of it. If we don't cut the superficial out of our inner life, we will not be able to cut out all of the negativity that we don't want to see on the outside. We're not going to get rid of all of the hate and all of the war and all of this shit. All of the pain and suffering that doesn't need to happen. We're not going to get rid of that if we don't go within. Your inner work is changing the world. I'm like having chills right now. Okay? This is deep. We always say that. It's so much deeper than you. So much deeper than just what you think you want. What you think you want right now consciously is just a symbol of what you want on the inside. And we've got to pay attention to these symbols and go through life in this, living this mysterious way, paying attention to our emotions. That's what this full moon last week has been telling us. And it's not the energy of that moon. I keep saying it's not just going away. Okay, it's here as we go through these few weeks as the energy wanes down. Okay, and as the energy wanes down, you know, as we get to our new moon, closer to our new moon, September 17th, you know, we just want to keep going within and go within more and more. And I know it's asking a lot. Oh, listen to me, trust me, do all this work, throw your life into this work. But I need you to do this. We need you to do this. You are needed. You are very necessary. There's a reason why you are here, and it is beyond your person. Because on some level, we are still having the old tendencies to go back to the, okay, putting your person first. Keep on putting yourself, your person first, blah, blah, blah. We've really got to create a separation between who we were and who we are. And that's where I think our Venus in Leo is gonna guide us even further over, you know, this period. Our Venus just came out of Cancer today, and our Venus is now in Leo, you know, and it can be a fun and exciting time. Okay, right now with all this other fire energy that we have, Mars and Aries, you know, there's definitely some things happening, that's for sure. Okay. For most of the month, you know, I mean, actually for the past couple of weeks, we've had some Venus square Mars energy. And that's not always the most fun thing to go through either. You know, there's a lot of squaring off going on, even inner squaring off. But you can cut out the inner squaring off if you do the work. The shadow work just flips the switch. You just get right in there. See where you are. You just see how. You like, oh yeah, that's where I might be thinking something that might not be fully true. Okay? Need to keep going. See, this is a long corridor. This is a pathway. We don't just do 2 days of work, 2 weeks of work, even 2 months of work and say we're done. Now we deserve everything we want and our person should be doing this or else. You know, it's like, okay, first of all, it's a journey, you know. And this journey is more wild and more mysterious and more amazing than you ever would have thought. Because what we make our plans, we want things in life, and we are so socially conditioned in ways. We are brainwashed. We are, and that's not, the things that we thought we want are not who we are. Okay, some little things shine through, and we have this. You do eventually figure it out. Some people do it at different times, you know. But the more authentic you will be when you just get on this journey and stay on this journey, and don't make it about, oh, I didn't get my twin flame to act exactly how I wanted to after 3 sessions of shadow work, you know. Now they need to grow. They need to grow. No, this is still about inner growth. It's still about your path. And at a certain point, it has to be about you. It has to be about you getting better and not just doing it just for your person. Okay? That's not fair to yourself. Okay? That is not fair to yourself. And if you're always putting, that's part of this Leo in Venus too, is self-love. Okay? Not waiting, you know, for other people to give you the things or do the things for you, say the things to you, you know, that you always wanted to make you feel some type of way. This is a warning, you know, against that, always needing that external gratification from other people. Okay? This is acting where, oh man, that's powerful. We are not doing that anymore. This new beginning, we are going to do what we truly are drawn to do, and we need to do what is in alignment from our mental to our emotional to, you know, our fire action energy, with our habits and our long-term energy all put together, all in a honed in, you know, kind of specific way. This is knowing what you want and listening to the inner wisdom to guide you how to get it. And that inner wisdom will come through if you are in alignment, again, with these things that you should be in alignment with. If you're constantly feeling like nobody's backing you up, like nothing's going your way, like yada, 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 that's because you're not going within. You're not doing that. The first step is to say, okay, you have to catch yourself. Because the natural tendency in this world is yan, yan, yan. It's not the yin, yin, yin. It's the yan, yan, yan. So we have to stop ourselves and say, whoa. And again, it's like, whoa, do I really want that? Do I really even want that? We are brainwashed as feminines usually our whole entire lives to want certain things. And on the masculine side, they are as well. Whichever one you identify with. Everybody is conditioned. And again, it's that stopping and going within and finding out what is even real. What is even real here? Okay? And that's why, you know, it's a time for us to feel this magic, you know, of this Venus in Leo. Have some fun. It may be fun and spicy. Okay? Stepping out of our comfort zone. Again, this is coming through as like letting go of making those little comments that your ego just had to make. Getting deeper, you know, into the feelings and knowing that your true love for your person, you want the best for them. You want the best for them. If you truly want the best for your person, you'll go ahead and do the inner work. Because when you do the inner work, it will affect your person too. Okay? Once you get to this certain point where it's that deep and you just know. Okay? And you're not going to waste your time and efforts waiting for it to come to you. That is a waste of energy. And that we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to wait for life to start treating us great. We're going to start treating our own selves great. Okay? How do we do that? Go within. Balance the outer and the inner. Balance, you know, the emotional and the mental. Balance the past and the present. Okay? Balance out all those relationships. Okay? Our relationships with people ever since we're younger, not always the best. We meet people that really fuck us up in our lives. And that's okay. It happens to everybody. We gotta undo it. We gotta undo it. How do we undo it? Go within, do that shadow work. And again, she's on this journey. She is going far. She's going so far here where she needs to go, right? Because she's willing to go deep and listen to the inner wisdom to guide her the way. She doesn't need even to see. And it's not only she doesn't need it, she purposefully is covering up her eyes to get where she wants, because she knows if she follows the outer signs, she follows, again, all this brainwashing, all this outer stuff, that she will be led off course. So this is turning off the TV, or at least switching the TV. When you do watch TV, you're going to watch something different that doesn't put you in a negative state of mind, or, you know, necessarily overexcite you. Things that inspire you, things that give you tips on how to live. There's so much, you know, so much selection of what you can spend your time on. Okay? And when you go ahead and go within, you're able to know which way to go. You're able to know what is worthwhile to focus on. Okay? All right, so that was interesting for underlying energy. Okay, so we are going to kind of keep this quick today, just because I know everybody's busy with a great holiday season. I mean, great holiday season. Anyway, happy Labor Day, y'all. Happy Labor Day weekend. I'm just glad to have a freaking day off because I needed it. So we're going to do blockages and solutions. Okay, I'm loving this. Let me take a sip. Local Kansas City, very good, and only 4.2% alcohol. So I love it. I can have, you know, a little refreshing, fun drink. Again, this is like that Leo energy. It's like, this is hydrating in a way. It's not like super alcoholic, and it's not like, if I want to have a couple of them, I'm not going to get super smashed like I used to. If I wanted to, you know, like have a holiday in a day and, oh, 3 beers, shit, 2 beers, like regular style beers, I'll be drunk. but I could maybe get away with like 3 of these, or maybe even like if I'm day drinking, you know, on a holiday, maybe like spread it out, you know, have a little more, and it won't make me feel bad. It won't even really get me drunk, because I'm not even about that anymore. I used to have an alcohol problem, and the more I heal myself, you guys, the less I mean, I'll drink, but like I said, I get the good stuff. This is non-GMO. Again, it's local, and it makes me feel good. And it lets me have a little bit of fun, okay? We don't want to be too over-disciplined to where we're not having fun. That is not the energy of this Venus in, not in Cancer, in Leo, okay? Don't think that you're having fun is bad either, okay? You're having fun is important. You're having fun, it has to do with your creative side. It has to do with getting the juices flowing. A lot of times when we hear other people, we talk to them, we listen to them, we get new insights and ideas that really help us along on our way with the things that we want to do. We have to understand our connection with other people is, you know, and it's people that we work with, you know, maybe even people that we don't like that much. You know, sometimes we just have those people that just grate our nerves, get on our nerves. And those people can be the very people that teach you the most about life, about just things that you need to learn in general, you know, okay? Because it's our shadows. It's our shadows that, you know, tend to judge people. Well, why are we judging somebody? Do you ever catch yourself doing that? Once you're into this and you really, it becomes like you don't even need to do the shadow work as I explain it, because it becomes second nature, and you just automatically flip stuff around, and you just automatically do it real quick. You're just like, oh shit, that's the answer. Okay, and it's just a great way to keep yourself in check. But you're like judge, and you just catch yourself judging somebody, and you're like, why the, like, you have this split second thought of like, why the hell would I be judging somebody on that? And then you're like, oh yeah, because of shadow work. It's like sometimes I'll go out of my way to like judge people on something that I actually am doing myself. And it's like, that is not a freaking accident. Like, there's so many things I could judge people on all day, but I don't. Why do I judge somebody over that? Why? Look at it and figure it out. Why? Okay, there is a reason, something that you need to explore within yourself. Okay, and remember, if you're not actively trying to get better, you will get worse. Okay, don't see, I feel like this is the energy. Oh, I'm doing the work. I'm doing so much work. I'm like avoiding TV. Oh my gosh, you guys, for like 3 days. And I did like 3 days of work, and my partner hasn't even done anything yet. Oh my gosh, like what is wrong with them? Okay, first of all, you don't even know if your person is doing any work or not. And second of all, why would you actively be thinking that they're not? You want to be thinking about them doing the work. This is the side of it that you push, you know, that you, oh, why not? You know, keep going. You know, they're doing all sorts of work you don't know about. You know, why not? You know? But anyway, we're working with other people's energy, working with, again, just kind of this life, the things that you have to do. It's coming up as coworkers. Like, are your coworkers teaching you? You know, and again, it's kind of this have fun, you know, social energy somehow, okay? Somehow, you know, we do need this connection, okay? Even though we need to go, you know, we need to do the inner work, we go off by ourselves, and that's fine and dandy, but then you have to come back to real life, and you have to apply it, and that takes practice. It takes practice, and so don't think that, you know, okay, once we go within a couple times again, that everything on the outside is going to be perfect the first time around, or the second time around, or whatever. You know, it is a practice. With everything in life, you think of martial arts, you think of learning how to heal people, or anything good and worthwhile. It's a process. It's going to take time. Treat it like a college course, and it will return to you the benefits that a college course might, you know, that a really good college course might, you know, because this isn't stuff that you have to wait till somebody else gives you a piece of paper. Somebody else gives you permission to teach. You can start helping other people right now. And I feel like sometimes, you know, the things that we notice about other people when we're judging them, like I noticed this, for instance, with myself. I was really judgy with this one person in my life, and I didn't even really know them that well. They had just kind of come across my path and gotten on my nerves, and I ended up like I've realized it, that I was like, why is this person like so much grating my nerves, you know? And it was just because I had to feel out certain things and learn certain things in order to better hone my message for people like her that I knew that needed help, that would come into my life. And I was angry at this person for messing up their own life, okay? And the thing was is that I saw myself in that person, and I wanted to help them with their mistakes that they were making, but I didn't even know them. So how am I going to do that? So what I did was I looked up everything, you know, that was bugging me. I learned more about the things that were bugging me about this. You know, I thought about them, I processed them, I sat with them. And after a while, I got the lesson. I realized why that person was bugging me so much. And it was because I had to learn something out. And now that I know that, I've got a better case to make for other people, you know, that I may come across that were sort of doing that same thing or in that same predicament that that person was in. So it can be really, really weird. And the universe works in mysterious ways. So again, try to have this higher level of understanding, you know, of people when they're short-sighted, or if they're being stupid, just literally think about how low their IQ. Really, they can't help it that their IQ is so low, you know? I mean, it sounds condescending, but it's a way to stop yourself from just being angry. And you can be like, how can I help that situation? If they've got a low IQ, how can I help them understand? Okay, and again, it's figuring out what your argument might need to be, or what your stance might need to be, you know, or because this is a time period in life where you have to take a stance on certain things right now. Okay, we have issues in this life where if we get through this, and we've got, you know, generations to go after us living still, which we will. That was a joke, bad joke, but you know, then those kids are gonna say, you know, where were you? And what were you doing at that time? And we're going to have to say what we were doing and how and who we were at that time. And this is about finding that truth and understanding that everybody falls off our own truths. Everybody falls off the truth. Everybody wears a mask. Everybody wears a mask. But at a certain level, everybody has to take it off. We all have to take it off. We all have to go deeper. It is our underlying purpose in life for all of us to go through this journey, this fool's journey. Okay, we all have to have this courage to get to the so-called finish line, to reach ascension. Okay? And of course, going within, this is like, if you want to be the best at anything right now, be the best at going within. This is that energy. Okay? This is that energy. So, let's see what else is going on here. Okay. Now, we've talked about going within and doing some of this inner healing and taking time for ourselves and for our inner healing. And that can be, again, some type of a blockage, you know, where we're just too busy. You know, there's just too much time. We need to focus on ourselves right now and go within, go out of that comfort zone and go deeper. The comfort zone is, you know, seeing the friends, having the friends, you know, just not going within at all, just always keeping yourself going, doing the, you know, the work and the drinking and all this other stuff, you know. But then we have problems when we do that, and we don't want to do that. Okay, so we focus on getting better. And again, you have to deal with what's in front of you. Okay, there's just situations in our lives that are calling us. Okay. And we are focused on ourselves, especially with this Venus and Leo. Focused on ourselves. You know, we want to feel nice. We want to look nice. We want to, you know, there's a lot we want to do. But again, you know, it's a great time for self-love. It is a great time for self-love. Okay. It's also, I mean, what it's kind of coming through as, yes, it's selfless, you know, selfless. But it's this equality, balance and equality. You love others as much as you love yourself. Just because you're generous doesn't mean you need to forget about yourself. If you're truly being kind to others, you're going to also be kind to yourself. And that's part of our answer. That's part of our passion. That's part of our awakening. We're having a big, huge awakening. There's got to be this big, huge session of healing, because you can't just do a couple of healings and say I'm done, because there's a lifetime, especially your first couple times coming to, there's a lifetime of healing that we need to do work on. So if you're 20, you don't just come across this. If you're 30, you don't just come across this. 40, 50, whatever, you don't just come across this and say, oh, a couple times of work is going to just automatically heal. It's just, that's not how it works, okay? It's just being open to that, to raising that consciousness on your everyday life. Raising that consciousness so much so that you don't forget it, that you remember that is your life. Again, this whole reading seems to be about making the inner work your lifestyle. Again, because all of us are all so messed. Look at this world. We're so messed up. Oh my gosh. Okay. We can't deny it. We can't deny it. We have to learn the techniques. We have to be willing. It's a lot of this is keeping ourselves properly motivated. How do we keep ourselves properly motivated to do the work on a regular basis? Most of it is honestly just getting started. Just having the courage to jump in and get started. Remember, we had the Fool at the beginning. Just having that courage to step out of the comfort zone and just to take that first step. Just to say, today, this is going to be my lifestyle. I don't care if you get a little chart, get a little app, do 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day. Everybody's got that kind of time, because you can do this while you're going to the bathroom, while you're driving in the car or riding on a train, or you know what, like you can do the work anywhere, anytime. There's no limits. You are unlimited. You have no limits. I want you to get out of your programmed, limited thinking. This is a time for amazing awakening. This is a time for amazing beauty, peace, and love to come to our lives. But we have got to put in the effort to find it. You will get what your heart desires. We just got to clear out all this energy. We've got to take care of it. We've got to have the courage to say, I'm going to get rid of this no matter what. We can heal ourselves. But if you can't just skip the inner healing and go straight to the law of attraction. That's why, I mean, yes, we learn about the holistic law of attraction first, but the rest of the program is so freaking important, you guys. Doing the shadow work, and get the program down below in the description box. The shadow work and the inner child healing, that's how you hit the home run. Okay? It's like, here's the thing. You can get a single, maybe even a double by just doing the inner, the holistic law of attraction, right? Okay? So then you get to third base, add that shadow work in there and keep that on a regular basis. Then you get the home run. If you want to hit a home run every day with this relationship, you have to put it all together. Okay? That's what it is. This is not just one-sided. Okay? You got to get all the way to that inner healing. We've got to get there. We've got to choose. We've got to focus. Okay? We've got to have that courage to show up for ourselves every day. All right? Much love and many blessings. Take care. Talk to you guys.